Hey, this is Mike at Rogue Comics, and here is the second episode of FOC Foreshadowing. What's FOC, you might ask? Well, it stands for Final Order Cutoff, and basically that is the very last opportunity that stores have to either increase or decrease their orders before they're considered final, hence the F. And this is important because that way, whether a book, if a book is taken off or if a book is dipped or whatever the case may be, this allows a store the opportunity to increase or decrease their orders, because the initial order that the store placed with the distributor was placed 2 months ago, and a lot could happen in 2 months. A book could have taken off, a book could have totally tanked. The possibilities are endless. So this is the final opportunity that a store has to change their quantities ordered. It's also important as far as variants are concerned, because there are some books that have ratio variants. And it's mostly Marvel. Actually, it's all Marvel. DC only does it for special things. And basically what a ratio variant is it'll say for every 100 copies of the regular cover that you order, you can order one of these special variant books. So when we get to that, I'll explain a little more, but let's get started, because I've had a day here, and this is actually not the first time I've recorded this. So we're going to start with DC, and here we have the variant cover. This is Joshua Middleton, who does some gorgeous covers for DC, and this is the variant cover for Aquaman number 49 right there. Up next we have the Ben Oliver variant cover for Batman number 73, and as you can see, Ben also seemed to have gone to the Clayton Crane School for drawing in complete blackness. I mean, I know Batman's supposed to be dark and all that stuff, but you guys gotta lighten up on these covers a little bit there. Speaking of light, there we go, this one. Look at all these different colors that we have, and you can actually see the characters too. This is the cover for Justice League number 26. This is by Emanuela Lupacchino, and that's a pretty nice cover right there. Nightwing number 61, which is the Warren Lou, I want to say L-O-U-W variant right there, is up next. And Teen Titans number 31 by Alex Garner, who Alex has he did the last issue, and I think he did the issue before then too. I think Speedy was on the last one that I saw. But regardless, here you go. These are all the DC variants, and with these here, stores, chances are, DC allows stores to order these in whatever quantities they want. There are no hoops to jump through. So, technically, if you wanted to order only the Alex Garner variant cover for Teen Titans, you could. You didn't even have to order the regular one. So that's where DC and Marvel differ. Up next is Marvel, and now I decided to throw in not just variants, but also, actually technically it's a second printing variant, so there are second printings in here, such as this first book here. This is the Amazing Spider-Man number 21 second printing variant. I think it's by Otley. It's by Sandoval, at least according to the listing. Sometimes the listings are wrong, or they'll give misinformation. Like, for instance, there's some Immortal Hulk alternate printings that they say is the Ross variant, but it's definitely not Alex Ross. But we'll leave it out. I'll just give you the title of the book, the number, the printing, and we'll be done with that. Up next is Captain America number 11. This is the Yuan Lee Marvel Battle Lines variant right there. That I know is definite. Here we have the Captain Marvel number 7. This is the Mike McCone Spider-Man. Now it says it's the Spider-Man symbiote variant, but this suit was around the time of Dan Slott, when Dan Slott took over when he was doing the Big Time storyline. So, and it was like Tron-ish, because at the time I think it was maybe 2011, and Tron had come out a couple months before that. And they actually, if I remember correctly, they also did a series of Tron variants too, Tron-themed variants. So I think that's where this suit came from. And there's another suit coming up that you'll see, but when we get to that, I'll talk about it. But this is the Captain Marvel number 7 Mike McCone variant right there. Up next, we have the second printing for Daredevil number 5 by Checchetto. I think his first name is Marcus, maybe? Marco Checchetto. Yeah, that sounds about right. Daredevil number 7, this is the current issue right here. And this is the Lionel Francis Yu Marvel's 25th Tribute variant cover. Mouthful. Okay, here's the other cover I was talking about. This is the variant cover for Deadpool number 14. This is the extremely talented Mark Brooks, and they say that this is the Fantastic variant. Now, I don't know if they're insinuating that this was the suit that he was wearing when he was part of the Fantastic Four, when he filled in for Johnny when Johnny died temporarily. But this looks like the Iron Spider suit from Civil War, so I don't know exactly what to think, but it's Deadpool 14. I guess that's all you need to know. Guardians of the Galaxy number 5. This is a second printing right here. They say it's Jeff Shaw variant, and Jeff is the one that does the interiors. I'm not sure if he does the cover, but I definitely know he does the interiors. Here is the Guardians of the Galaxy number 6, the Gerald Parel, P-A-R-E-L, Marvel's 25th Tribute variant right there. It's very Alex Ross-ish almost. I should have taken this one out. This here is what retailers see a lot of the time when doing the FOC, especially when it concerns variant covers for some reason. And this, I think, was probably an Immortal Hulk thing, because I see that Immortal Hulk is next, and there were a ton of Immortal Hulk books, second printings, alternate printings that were coming out. Definitely coming out Wednesday, which you'll see in the new release thing. But this one here is for Immortal Hulk number 17, second printing. And this is the Bennett variant. Joe is his name. That excellent book. If you guys aren't reading Immortal Hulk, you should be. Here is War of the Realms, Spider-Man and League of Realms number 3, right there. Speaking of excellent books, here is Spider-Man Life Story number 3 of 6, unfortunately. This is the second printing, and they say it's by Mark Bagley. I'm not sure if he did the cover. It doesn't necessarily look like him, but, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Only for completists, I guess, right? Star Wars number 67. Here is the Raphael Albuquerque Greatest Moments variant from Empire Strikes Back, of course. Here's another variant cover for Star Wars number 67. This is the Christopher action figure variant. John Tyler Christopher. And that is Tebow, I believe, the Ewok. Showing some love right there. And last but not least, for Star Wars, definitely not least, for Star Wars number 67, this is the Bill Sienkiewicz variant, featuring the late, great Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia Organa. Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 33 is next. Paul Renault, Greatest Moments variant, again from Empire Strikes Back. Clearly a movie that's had a number of greatest moments. Here is Tony Stark, Iron Man number 13. This is the Clayton Crane Marvel's 25th Tribute variant cover. And as you can see, if you look at the top and even down here, he loves darkness, man. Loves it, loves it, loves it, loves it. Uncanny X-Men number 17, second printing, Gomez variant is up next, right there. War of the Realms number 6. This is the Giuseppe Camuncoli Connecting Realm variant. This is the final issue, and there are 5 other covers. You connect them all, you see all the realms. Midgard, Asgard, I don't know the other ones. I think Hell is one. H-E-L, not H-E-L-L. Here is the Mike Del Mundo Young Guns variant cover for War of the Realms number 6. And I think that might be it. Oh no, there's one more. One more. This is the Luke Ross International variant cover right there. Let's see. Okay. Up next. Now these are the ratio variants, and it's doing it again. It started off at the end instead of the beginning, but oh well. So basically, This, like for instance, this cover here, this is by David Finch, and this is the Savage Sword of Conan number 6 variant. It is a 1 in 100, which means that for every 100 copies of the regular cover a store orders, they can order one of these. So if you see this cover and you like it, I strongly suggest you get in touch with your local store and say, hey, there's a David Finch cover coming out for Savage Sword of Conan that I want to get, and then, you know, you guys can take it from there. I'm just the messenger here. This is a 1 in 200 War of the Realms Art Adams black and white sketch variant, or just black and white variant. Yeah, we'll just go with black and white variant. Usually they call it black and white sketch, but any black and white cover they call a sketch cover for some reason. Here is the 1 in 25 Spider-Man City at War number 4 variant. And here is a 1 in 25 Star Wars TIE Fighter number 3 variant. Here is the final, and I've actually enjoyed these covers here. These are the 1 in 25 War of the Realms. This is a Victor Hugo variant. And I think he did Spider-Man, he did Loki, I think he did Thor. Thor was the first one. I don't remember what was in between, but I've enjoyed these. This is a 1 in 25 War of the Realms Journey into Mystery number 5 variant. Here is a 1 in 50 Savage Sword of Conan number 6. Max Fuyumara, I think is how you say that, but it's 1 in 50. It's actually cool too, I like it. Here we have a Spider-Man 1 in 50 Spider-Man City at War number 4. This is the David Nakayama variant, or DNA, as you might notice on any cover that he does. If you look, you'll see he signs it DNA. Cool dude too. Met him at New York Comic Con last year. And last but not least, as far as ratio variants are concerned, this is the 1 in 50 War of the Realms from Arena Nordsoul. Right there, it looks like I got Captain Marvel. I can't see it. It's kind of small. It's very small because I needed to keep open the Explorer so I could see what the covers are. But it looks like it might have Angela there and maybe Sue Storm. Yeah. All right, and that brings us to this. Thanks for watching. This is all of them. There weren't too many this week, but if you've seen anything that interests you, that piques your interest, then by all means. I don't know if your local store will be open tomorrow, but if they are, give them a call. Go down, see them, whatever, and tell them you're interested. If you've seen anything that that piqued your interest, and hopefully they will get it for you. Again, my name is Mike, and I own a store called Rogue Comics. You can see all the info if you want to follow down there. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and like, and there is a bell there, notifications whenever I decide to upload. I don't do it frequently, it's infrequent, and I'll probably do 2 maybe a week, this one and then a new release one, which I'm going to work on next. But the other links there, or the other addresses I should say, Twitter and Instagram are both Rogue Comics, and Facebook is Rogue Comics CT, because someone snagged Rogue Comics after I switched it, which was a stupid thing. I shouldn't have done it, and apparently they're just squatting because they ain't even using it, and Facebook, since I don't speak Russian, doesn't really care. But thank you very much for watching, listening, whatever you might be doing. I appreciate it, and I hope this helps. I know it'll help a comic book store, because that way it'll take some of the guesswork out of, well, let me see, should I order this 1 in 200 War of the Realms variant, hoping that someone's going to be a huge Art Adams fan, which you should be, and come in and buy it? Or, should I order it for, Ty that walks into the store and says, hey, I'd like to get this variant, and you guys discuss the price and all that other stuff. That's it. Thanks for watching. I will have another one soon. There will be another video soon, and that's it. I have no other outro except take care, have a good week, have a good new comic book day, and thanks.